Hey fellas, Happy New Year. So Ray, is this where you're going to lay out all your New Year's resolutions that you'll give up on 3 days from now? Nah, I'm not really a believer in New Year's resolutions anyways, because this is how I imagine they'd go. Oh wow, it's midnight already. Oh snap, I didn't hit the gym today. Well, I guess I'll restart next year. The idea behind them is cool, but at least for me, I don't want to be hyped up about improving only when the Earth has orbited the Sun again. That isn't to say I've got no goals or things that I want to improve on. For the most part, this channel has been a really casual thing I've had since 2020, but I always knew at some point that I wanted to be more serious about it, but just kept holding it back for reasons you may or may not find out in October, because my drawings at the time kind of looked like this, and because I wasn't quite sure if I was satisfied with any of the video scripts I had written back then. Although I did end up discarding most of my script drafts, there's some like this vid, which the idea was heavily inspired from one of the scripts I wrote back in 2020. In fact, I had actually begun working on the animation for it back then, but I disliked how it was turning out, so I took a step back. There's also some future vid ideas I got from 2020, which I am thinking of working on or have already started, so stay tuned for those. Hopefully I do 2020 me's imagination justice. Speaking of vid ideas, you may have seen this sorry schedule and been like, meh, not much to see here then. If you didn't think that, well, I did. So I've got a new and improved one which includes all of those ideas from that old schedule, but this time I'm not putting up the new one in its entirety. Including this one, I've got 4 vids coming out in January alone, but after the end of January, I'd ideally like to spread out most of my vids between at least 3 weeks to give myself some space to breathe and actually focus mostly on things like academics, but 3 weeks is a goal for consistency. And I owe it to y'all because even though there's still a modest amount of subscribers here, every one of you is a story, and I'm blessed that each of you are here, so I shouldn't take that for granted. If things go as planned, then there will be 2 main exceptions to that goal. The first being the special saga where, God willing, regular longer form vids will be going up weekly between October 21st and November 12th, with shorts between each of the days talking about side info that may have not made it into the main stories, with the exception of the 11th of November since I don't want to take away from Remembrance Day. The second will be related to my 365-day art challenge, inspired by the one and only PewDiePie, and something which I myself have tried before. I've actually tried it 3 times last year, and I never got beyond day 10. Yeah, believe it or not, attempt 1 was the best, attempt 2 got to day 3, and attempts 3 got to day 5. Which is why I was determined to do my first Inktober challenge last October and make a vid out of it, because having it as a vid idea and having a healthy amount of stress over a deadline actually got me through the 31 days of October, and although it's stressful for other people, I really enjoyed it. There's a certain healthy pride, not in self, but in discipline, and I got it from making it a video idea. So I'm confident that this time, my 365-day challenge will work, not only because of that reason, but also because I've got a general idea of the kinds of prompts I actually want to use this time well ahead of time. Going into a year-long drawing challenge with no idea of what I actually want to do is just an added dimension of stress, especially when I've got other responsibilities which mainly occupy my mind. Never mind on the days when I've got artist block. This time, this is the general list of how my 365-day drawing challenge will be broken down. down. Days 1 to 30 will be me relearning the basics, and then days 30 to 100 will be me practicing more moderate level drawings. And then most of the other 265 days will be themed with the 4 seasons, starting with spring and ending with winter. For the autumn video, I will not be including October because I will be working on an Inktober challenge separate from the seasonal themes, which you'll be updated daily about on my IG account, but you will not see it in the recaps until, of course, the 2025 recap video. I'm not entirely sure when I'll be finished with it, but should all go as planned. I want to work on it little by little throughout the year and have it done and up by the 31st of December, along with the winter portion of the 365-day challenge. I've also got to say, unlike Pewds, who, to my understanding, he started and finished each drawing on the same day, for mine, I'm gonna work with the rule that as long as I begin it in 2025, then it's fair game. For 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it's just more practical for me. I wouldn't be able to sit for 20 hours straight on one drawing, and 2, just like the different parts of plants, different parts of skills aren't grown in isolation. The leaf on the top of the tallest tree could only be there because of the seedling planted long before that. So, as long as I'm constantly seeking to use my skills to improve to the best of my ability, and I actually finish said drawing on the day I upload it for, then I think it's fair game. So, at least 17 long form vids, 2 series, a number of other undisclosed ideas, and a whole lot of yapping. But, where's the new me? Yes, I know, it can be pretty superficial, but sometimes to cement mentally that new energy, there's gotta be a refresh in design as well. So, I've changed my channel icon and banner. And the thing I'm most excited about is what will be my new channel intro. Hopefully, you'll stick around into this new year. And I don't know, I don't have a catchphrase, but let's make this thing work.